In the past, I have reviewed 78 Animal, the big one and the mini. And I also have 78 Carnival, but I have not reviewed it yet. So I'm reviewing this one today because I got this for my birthday. This was a gift from my best friend. 78 Tarot Ecological, a global art collaboration. 78 has a lot of decks, and they're all collaborations with different artists who you probably know. 9 times out of 10, you already have a deck from the artist, or have seen one. Let me back this. Oh, there we go. And these have been limited edition, so once they're gone, they're gone. I missed out on a couple other ones I wanted because I waited too darn long. Here's the inside. Look at that beautiful inside. Isn't that gorgeous? And nice and hard box. I can't wait to show you these. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anyone and everyone who might like it as well. If you would like to get a reading done, please email me or hit me up on social media. I'll be glad to give you a personal, private reading. Underneath this video, I will also put the link in case you would like to purchase this deck. It might be some left. I am not sure. I bought, I think it was down to 3 or something when I bought this. These are the signatures of the artists. And as you can see, it's a shiny hard box. It has a ribbon inside for pulling out the cards, and the enclosure is magnetic. Real quick, I will show you the guidebook. Check that out. Full color guidebook. They have an artist interpretation. The artist's name is there, so you know who did it. And you have the message of the cards. And I love the fact that it's in full color. Isn't it? It's beautiful. Where do you see these cards? I got to show them to you. First thing you'll notice when you get them is the backs. Pretty green and gold foil backs. Gold edges on the edge on here right there. I love it. I love it when they edge the cards. Let me show you one by itself so you can see. Not too thick. Not too thin. Nice card stock. If you have small hands, the cards are kind of big. I can grip them, but they are large, as you can see. Not the same size as a standard tarot card. Alright, now I'm going to show them to you from the back. Let's go to the back one. Okay, first of all, the card I just showed you just then, let me show it to you again. You're going to notice that they have some extra cards. So this is one of the first extra cards, okay? I have not used these yet, so they should all be in order. So this is our first extra card. Remember, you can see name of the card and the illustrator. There's no border, as you can see, which I also love. I love a good borderless moment. The Awakening card. Isn't that pretty? So all of these cards seem to celebrate the beauty of nature. So I thought that was awesome. And also what can go wrong in nature, such as plagues and things along those lines. Another thing you're going to notice, many cards have been renamed. The Explorer is the Fool in traditional tarot. So if you're somebody who's used to the traditional tarot cards, that might throw you off a little bit at first. Like, who is this? like, who is this card? And it's the Fool. Then we have our Magician, who is now called the Scientist. Okay? So like I said before, some of the names have been changed, but they still have the basic same gist. And if you're not certain, you can just read the guidebook to see the artist's interpretation and the traditional card meaning. Look at them. These are beautiful. They really are. There's diversity in these. We're going to see how much as I go through them. But the artwork, I think because they're dealing with so many different artists, you get so much beauty and so many unique perspectives. And like I said, many of these artists, you probably have a deck from them already, because some of them I recognized immediately. Father Time. This would be the Emperor, the Emperor. The one before it was the Empress, Mother Earth. That would have been the Empress. So as you can see, the titles have changed on some, but they still have basic, the same basic function. The Guru is going to be the Hierophant. And as you can see, some of them are quirky. I love this interpretation. I love the forest in the background. Looks like Father Time to me, but I love it. I have not given a reading with these yet because I wanted to keep them in order to show them to you before I did. The Lovers. Very prehistoric look. Not prehistoric, futuristic looking. Beautiful. So I think that they did an amazing job. I think 78 always does an amazing job, to be honest with you. I don't have one deck from them that I don't like. I feel like the more they make decks, because they've been making decks for like, it has to be over 10 years. I swore I bought that Carnival deck about 10 or 15 years ago. So, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love that. So yeah, I think that they've gotten better as time has progressed. You know, they keep on doing different things. They've lost the borders. That is a really cool Hierophant, isn't it? And they're so expressive, you know? I love it. I love these. I can't wait to give a reading with these. That's why I requested it for my birthday, because I was like, I want this deck. And I've wanted it for a long time. And I'm going to give you the link to where you can purchase this, remember? And the link is to an Etsy shop. So they sell these on Etsy. And I saw another kind too. I think it was called 78 Magical. That was there as well. I was thinking about getting that one too. I'm never disappointed with 78. Seriously. Oh, look at him. I'm never disappointed. It's just the art. Let's look at it right side up. Wow. First of all, he's gorgeous. Wow. And it's in black and white. That's cool. I'm not really a black and white person, but that works. That works beautiful. And the thing about using 78 different artists is that you're going to get, they're all on the same theme. As you can see, the whole ecological theme. Oh, she's beautiful. But at the same time, each one, let me move this over. There we go. At the same time, each one is a different artist, a different, different style, I would say. Look at that. Now, each one is a different style, but they come together, Some people don't like collaborative decks. I love it. I love it because it gives me such a like this. Every time you see it, there's something different. And these are not basic cards. Every time you look at this, you're going to see different skulls pop out, or you're going to notice something different with a deck like this every time that you use it. So I really love it. The Star, that's the Aquarius card. Tell me that don't look like Aquarius. That's Aquarius all day. That is definitely Aquarius all day. Beautiful. So yeah, they did a fantastic job on this. So it'll be very fun to do a reading with these, I'm thinking. These are also great for altar work. Because of the size of this particular deck, they would be great for altar work. You can very easily put these on the altar if you're doing some type of spell or some type of affirmation or something. You can easily put these on the altar and use them, and you can see it. That's the great things about cards this size. She is beautiful, my God. That's the great thing about cards of this size, is that you can see all the people and the details. So if you're using a standard size tarot deck, those are great for doing a reading. But if you want to use it for altar work, these big ones are better. Just as far as being able to see them and see all of the images. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's really interesting. I love that. That's really interesting. It makes me feel like the planet was flourishing at one time and maybe it is no longer. You know, that's pretty. Let me know in the comment section if you have any of the 78 decks. I try to show new decks that are, you know, just coming out, but every once in a while I see one that I've wanted for a long time, and this is one of them. I also want the Hilda Tarot. I saw that one. That's an older deck too. Look at this. Oh my goodness. That is stunning. And it's crazy how they're all so different, but so stunning. Look at that. Totally different vibration, but still just stunning. Look at her outfit, her jewelry. I mean, wow. I love art. So if you're somebody like me that's into art, this is a really great deck to look at. Since they're so big, they won't be easy to like spread out. So if you have a small space, but if you have a nice size space, it'll be great. And if you're using these in videos, these are going to be great for your videos. I'm going to definitely use these for some upcoming videos, because they're so easy to see, easy to explain, easy to see the details. So that's going to be awesome. Look at that. Look at those colors. Look how vibrant that is. Oh, look at the ebony and ivory. The flow. Because at the end of the day, all humans are really brothers and sisters, even though we don't always remember that. Oh, look at that. Idealistic of her. So this must be the page. Yes, that's the page. So the name of them has changed. This is the Idealist of Earth. That would be the Page of Pentacles. Then we have here the Activist of Earth. Oh, that's cool. He looks like Papa Legba. That's really cool. So the Activist is the Knight of Pentacles. So we got some, he's a crone too. So got some crone diversity going with him too. That's awesome. The Nurturer of Earth is going to be the Queen of Pentacles. And you see how they've changed the ages even. The Queen was a little girl, you know. The Knight was an older man. Usually the Knight is a teenager or a 20-year-old. Then this one, the Protector, he looks about 25, 30. Beautiful. Look at the details. Wow. The apples in the background. That's nice. I must say, this is an A+ deck for me. Seriously. Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely. I must say that. It's very few decks I give an A+. If you've been on this channel, you know. I always see something, I'm like, if only. This one, I don't have an if only. I really enjoy it. It's beautiful. Different types of body types, different ages, different types of art. Got some color, got a lot of black and white. Not a lot, but a little black and white, a lot of color. All these different concepts, futuristic, prehistoric. This is everywhere. This is everywhere, and then they bring it all together in one product, and it's just beautiful. I love it. Let's see this one. I could stare at each of these cards. And that's another thing that I like when doing a reading, is that depending on the picture, like I know what the card means because I have them memorized, but depending on the picture, that could give you some more information, and depending upon how the pictures play together. Wow. I'm glad that she's cleaning the beach. That's beautiful. See her in the background. She's cleaning. Let me see if I can get her. Come on, gal. Let's see you. There she go. She's in the background cleaning up, so that's cool. Oh, wow. Look at her. Love her necklace. Love her dress. The birds. Ugh. Reminds me of that movie by Alfred Hitchcock when the birds attacked. I think it's called The Birds. Ugh. This is a cool one because instead of him being cut up by swords, because air indicates the swords, he has slugs all over him. Ugh. And again, black and white. See, it's a few of these that are black and white, but mostly color. And I could definitely deal with that. SS Greta. Greta Thunberg. That's what that reminds me of. That's got to be who they're talking about. The idealist of air. Yeah, she would be a page of swords. Definitely. Definitely. Love it. The activist of air. Okay. Yes. They're all different, but I love them all for different reasons. You know? The nurturer of air. That's our Queen of Swords. Here is our king, the protectors. So the kings are the protectors. I like that. I like masculine energy being protective. I like it. Ooh. Okay, this is wands. I was wondering what it was. Okay, so energy is going to be wands. Okay. Cool. Oh, look at her. Huh. Twos always have this thing about duality, you know? And I love that. See the industrial look versus the nature look. I like that. Three of wands. Solar panels. Okay. Okay. Took me a second. I'm like, what? Okay, I like that. Depiction of solar panels. Oh, look at her. Beautiful. Four of wands. Beautiful. Reminds me of Beltane, which is coming up actually. It's a spring festival. Or a spring celebration, I should say. Five wands. It looks like they're all competing, but they're all kids. That's a very sweet one. I like that. I like that a lot. And now remember I said that the at the bottom here you have the illustrator. So if you see a card that you really, really like, you can then take their name and see what other decks they've done. So that's also an awesome part because you might find other decks that you love with just this one deck. Theoretically speaking, since it was what 81 cards, and I'm not sure if any of the artists repeat, but theoretically speaking, you could find 70 or 80 other decks you might like. That might be dangerous for some of us, but for some of you who want to grow your collection, that could be cool. This is decent. I love this. I love the water coming off of her. Or coming out of her. It looks like it's coming out of her pores. Okay. I think when we're done, we should take one of these and read the depiction on it. Because I'm very curious about certain ones. Oh, she's pretty. Love her hair. Oh, what a soft, beautiful energy. I love it. Activist. Yes. On his horse. Look at him. This is the activist of energy, also known as the Knight of Wands. He's the kind of person, or if it's a woman, it's the kind of person that is fun and spontaneous, but might not want to settle down yet. So you might not want to get too serious with him. Ooh, look at our nurturer. Look at all that red. That's awesome. Awesome take on the Queen of Wands. Awesome. And here's our king, our protector of wands. Okay. Okay. Wow. Different. Okay. And this must be the cups. Yes. The cups is my favorite suit. So the cups is called water, our water suit. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at the bunnies. Now you guys can see why I love this deck so much. They did a really fantastic job bringing all these elements together. I love this. I love how the ancestor is in the background. Isn't that beautiful? Coming out of the smoke. The four. I like it. Very different. Very different. Look at it. Five of water. And they did a great job with the backgrounds. Oh, man. Oh, this is a very happy looking card. Our little young lady helping to recycle. And look at that beautiful rainbow in the background. This is a card about childhood and nostalgia. So for many of us, it'll take us back to those feelings we had our first time at the beach. I can remember some of my first times, not the first time, but I do remember going with my grandparents. They took us every year, and every year my grandfather got lost. And every year my grandmother cussed him out. I now think he did it on purpose because he couldn't have possibly kept getting lost every single year. I think he did it on purpose because he didn't want to go to Wildwood. He wanted to go to Atlantic City. Because Atlantic City was cheaper than Wildwood back then, because Wildwood had stuff for kids and toys and rides. And I think Grandpa was probably thinking, I am not spending all my money. Let's just go to the beach. So, and Grandma was like, she's always telling him which way to go, and he'd always go the opposite direction. So I'm starting to think he did it on purpose at this point in my life. That is beautiful. Look at that. How loving. That looks like love to me. Puppy love. When you first meet somebody and getting to know each other and listening to music together. That is my idealist. Yeah, my idealistic very view of love. That's beautiful. Very beautiful. Oh, look at her. Excuse me. Looking all mermaid fabulous. Love it. So as I told you guys, this artwork is just beautiful. Now this is our nurturer. And not only did they change some of the names, they also changed like some of the genders, the ages of the gender, stuff like that, different things like that. So a lot of openness as far as that's concerned. And that was our last one. So I'm going to go backwards. Remember when we were looking at the wands? And I was very curious about the one who, yeah, I was very curious about her. Let's look at her. And we're going to look at the guidebook. We're going to find her. She's a 9 of energy. Let's see how easy it is to find her. Very. They're all in the same order that I just showed them to you. Here we go. And here it is. This is her. Whoa, excuse me. Didn't mean to. Yeah, there we go. That's her right there. Full color. And I'm going to read it to you. So it says, the 9 of Energy by Jamaica Murphy. Weariness, rest, and determination. Artist interpretation. The 9 of Energy represents adversity and struggle, but also determination and resilience. You may be getting knocked down on your journey, but you are ready to get back up and try again. When it appears in your reading, know you must endure some challenges up ahead. Trust that you will get stronger with each difficulty and stay firm. The struggles that have been had safely implementing nuclear energy had given it a bad reputation. Oh, that's what's going on in the card. Okay, so nuclear energy. She represents nuclear energy. And this card illustration represents that struggle. We are still forging ahead to safely replace fossil fuels. And perhaps this energy can one day help complement that effort. That is really cool. Okay, so this is the energy, the spirit of nuclear energy. Wow, that's powerful. The card's message by Trish Sullivan. You've endured a hard challenge, a battle far harder than you ever thought this could be. You've been beaten down till you are nearly ready for it all to fall down around you. You are so very close to achieving your dreams now, and you know it. So no matter how tempted you are to cut and run, to make do with what you've achieved so far, don't give up on your goals now. If you keep your focus and drive, you can do so much more than just make do. Give yourself some time to rest, to recover your energy, to refocus your mind and go for it. You're even closer than you think. You've got this. That's awesome. So it's the traditional meaning, and the artist tells you what the interpretation is. I'm glad about that because I would have been like, I thought it was water. So it's cool to see this energy. And it makes sense that it's energy because it's the 9 of energy. It's the 9 of wands, not the 9 of water. So that makes a lot of sense. So if you want this deck, I'm going to put a link to where I got mine, a legitimate copy of it. And hopefully they still have some more. And if you're interested. And let me know if you like the 78 collaborations and if you have any of the other decks. Okay? And please come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.